Hey there, folks. It's 11:13, September 1st, Thursday. Or 11:14. I've talked about some of the electronic type equipment that ETs have, and today I want to talk briefly about, they have a different name. I can't see what it is. It's not a regular earthen name. It's spoken in earth tongue, but the name is something different. I can't say it and I don't care. But what it means in English is hunter. They're hunter satellites. I've told you about the fact that ETs excuse me, have satellites and other equipment that can read the energy inside your body. When you go to these larger meetings that are important, when you sit down, or some races stand, some of the reptilian ones stand, there's a monitor, and usually on the left-hand side they show the energy, and on the right-hand side the information is flowing, what the person says, and then also on the left-hand side there's a spot that's got information on the person talking, who he is. Now, because these devices for so long now okay. Because these devices have been around so long and they can read energy from, there are quote-unquote historical files as well as other non-clandestine files on people, different spirit, the bodies they've been in different locations at different times. So essentially there's a database of past lives and stuff that you've had. Those of you that get access to it, what are you going to do when you find out I was right about your past lives? Nothing. You just giggle, make a little smirk. Not even a giggle. Anyway, these satellites follow you, and the sensor devices on these things can really get good information and go through a lot of different materials and still read you. There are other devices which have a lot more power, borderline kind of dangerous for you, but if they want to, they can read through a lot of metals and stuff. In early 2016, when the Drak, Neantids, and the Anunnaki freedom fighters came down here and pretty much got rid of the Anunnaki, well, they did get rid of the Anunnaki excuse me, royal families that have been destroying this planet for whatever, and they did the same to Mars. Earlier generations of them, same group. Three of the minions, they had special devices, especially the guy out in California that was in charge of that crew out there, and he didn't run the Anunnaki family in California, but he was the physical human hybrid that had a very large percentage of the Anunnaki, of that family of Anunnaki DNA, in his DNA. I mean, and he was really proud of the device that they had. It was a quote-unquote safe room. And when it was time for him to be taken out, something went right into the room and killed him. That guy was such a nasty, arrogant piece of crud. The guy that was assigned to protect him couldn't stand him. And but these buildings, I'll go back there in a minute, but these buildings, excuse me, these rooms that are put in different buildings, none of the ETs have equipment that can penetrate it. And they put a live energetic field in it, one on the inside of it, one on the, it goes in between two separate layers of different types of material, and then one around the outside. So there's actually two layers and a third field inside it. Something went in there and just killed that old boy. But he was ordering around his aide that was there, just telling him to get him something or other to drink that they had down there. He was a real jerk. And then this guy was destroyed. The California Anunnaki hybrid, the minion, the California Anunnaki royal family minion. Just his eyes, nose, ears, and then eventually his mouth started bleeding as his head just went down on the table, or desk, actually. And then the guy that was there taking care of him just smiled. He was smiling. He was so happy. It was like, that's what you get for treating me like shit. Then there was also two other ones that were taken out. The first one was Lloyd's of London. I gave him that nickname. He got taken out. He was on the way somewhere, getting back to his house office. It's like an office in his house. And he had a special room, which wouldn't have done him any good either. Of all the minions, Anunnaki royal family minions, he was the top dog. His face did the same thing, and brains kind of blow up inside, and then they just start bleeding out where they can. He was in a nice car, whatever it was. I don't know. Maybe a modified Rolls or Bentley or something. I can't see, and I don't care. What matters is what happened. So he got taken out first, and then the second guy to get taken out was a guy in New York. And this was really neat. He was, I have to do this. I can't do this to where when you look at it, it'll be right. But there's a window and a table right here inside the restaurant. Here's the window right on the street. Sidewalk goes right by it. It's in New York City. And right here was the guy eating, and then the girl next to him, and then across another girl, and then across over there another guy, and they're eating whatever. And the guy from New York is laughing about the guy in California because he's so scared. And the guy from New York says, nothing can touch us. He was the Anunnaki minion for the New York clan, Northeast clan. And all of a sudden something went to him, shut him down inside, blew it up. And then his face literally went face first in a soup bowl that was like this, but it has a big ledge around it, which is concave a little bit, but it's a big ledge, and then a small kind of thin bolus inside. It's like the hardest thing to eat soup out of it. apropos or something. I don't know. It's the stupidest thing I ever saw. White with some type of red inlaid stuff in it, design. But he was drinking it and poof, down he goes. Then the two girls and the guy got up and just kind of went. The girl that was with him started to get real excited, and they shut her up. Just quiet, let's leave. And then there's a guy from California. Anyway, back to the Hunter satellites. These things can read your energy from space. I don't mean from, near Saturn or Jupiter or something, or Mars. I'm talking about outside of our atmosphere. They can actually read people's energy and know who you are. The Drak, Nantids, and the good Anunnaki, which is almost all of them anyway, they know about it. They get the signals before the other idiots get it. These reset people here in the U.S., the ones you saw on TV one time, they were going into a meeting and everything. They were really big in themselves. They ain't crap. They're not Dominions. They're ones that, spoil themselves when they're told what to do. Anyway, those satellites really pick off your energy. And they use it to find people, to locate them and follow them. They used it on me. And then 2013, all of a sudden they had a problem. They couldn't see me anymore, and that's when my energy made a huge mutation. And that's when they came into the house. Supposedly 5 FBI people, but it was 4 FBI and 1 NSA. That was she was undercover as an FBI agent. She was the one really nice to Herky. Anyway, emptying out the computers, trying to find something. They get nothing they can use. Everything's right here. It's what I continue to see and what I used to do. They were so upset and worried about it. It's like, man, and I said so many times publicly, man, the party don't start till I'm out of here. Then you all got nowhere to go. But anyway, those satellites that they have that they use for this stuff, they're kind of out of date. They work, but they're not as effective or efficient as the ones now currently in use by our friends here helping us. You'll find out about that more. There'll be places where you can actually go, I want to say meetings. It's more like, I forget what you call them. It's like a meeting where people get together, like for metaphysical stuff like that. They'll have some there, and then you go in there, you walk through it, and you can see your energy. You get a little video card of it. Pay so much, and you have a little treat. Anyway, they used to use that to track people down, hunt them and kill them. Max Spears, he's one of them. They follow you around everywhere. Like I said, early 2016, the Anunnaki royal families were taken out by the Drak and the rest of them. They were done quickly in force. And there were 3 left, and then 2 of them were taken out, and then there was the one last one. And he's still locked up. Not here. He's locked up on a ship. Paying for the consequences. But they can read, your heartbeat, your blood flow. They can My buddy Alan has had 2 to 3 sensors continuously inside this house. The third one, sometimes it's outside, but they're all here. They're subdimensional. Like I told you, when someone beams in and out, an energy field, they have a device and it puts an energy field around the whole person. They don't break down the molecules like Star Trek. No, sorry, it's cool for movies, but it's not real. So anyway, they put an energy field around you, then take you subdimensional, and then fly you to another location where they bring you back into this dimension. Just the way they go through roofs and walls and stuff like that. So that he would always use that and be reading me. There's one that sits in the corner of my room. It's kind of about where the ceiling is, up against the wall facing me when I'm sitting in my chair. It just stays there. So when I'm there relaxing, it can read me. They're kind of perturbed, not at me, just frustrated about how many times it looked like I was gone. Just right there and going and didn't make it out of this body. Anyway. But with the satellites, they have new equipment that's stronger than what the old stuff was. And no matter what energy fields they put around anything, if you're a spirit, which everyone is, but I mean, if you're not in a physical body, if you're or able to leave your body, and you have to be really strong, you can go in and out of those rooms. And if you're really strong, you can go in there and just destroy someone. Only one of those, so. Anyway, that's what they've been using to track everyone. It's kind of disgusting. Pretty soon it won't matter. You'll see it yourselves. Way before I make the obituaries. Once I'm out of this body, everything starts happening. I'm going to bring as much of the Chinese fleet together as I can. On the northeastern shores to the east of Taiwan. In that Yellow Sea or something in there. I want to get as many of them lined up as possible before I take them and I push them miles inward with this tidal wave. All abusers are about to be punished. Many deleted. But anyway, these hunter satellites would, could find you anywhere, and then they send their special assassins in and just kill you. They can use your DNA, hit you with energy, and kill you. I mean, they can read your DNA. They can hit you with frequencies that'll actually start tearing your body down. It kills your body inside. It'll look almost like a rapidly growing cancer. The things that run this government and this planet, they're still here. The Anunnaki minions and their minions now. They're running this planet, but not for long. The rest of them are waiting. Our good friends, the vast majority of all ETs are like that. There's going to be a lot of suffering. Not you, but there's going to be a lot of suffering. People can say it's justice. Honestly, it's imperative before killing someone and destroying them permanently that they understand why. If they don't, then it's really not honorable to just go around killing things for the hell of it. They have to at least understand why, or at least know why, be told why. Whether they want to accept it or not, that's not my problem. But they're going to understand anyway. Oh, somebody would say, that's big talk from a dead, tired, dying, fat old man. I'm not this body. This body is my prison. Just like all the rest of you. So when you're young and your body's working and everything's going good, enjoy it. But these physical bodies are coming to an end. That's enough. They're too abusive. Most of you won't understand that until you're out of the body. If everyone says the same thing. Oh, damn, hell yeah. I'm not that damn body. I forgot who I was. That's made to happen. Anyway, folks, look, love you. Have a good one. I just wanted to tell you about the Hunter satellites. They've been there forever. I mean, they've been on this planet about 10.75 million years. A little more, but who cares? You know, whatever. 10.75 million years. Folks, love you. Take care and have a good one.